Okay, this is the entire combo package of a modified M134 going to Mr. Rogers in Texas. At the top we've got our mobile base. It's a magnetic mount. We'll show you that in a minute. We've got an upright pedestal mount, fully adjustable for height. We'll show you that in a minute. The modified M134, we've got one power cable here. Another power cable comes from my power pack, and it will be powering up the gun in the demonstration. We've also got 36 inches of belted, inert 5.56 ammunition. All of it is drilled out, so it is technically useless, scrap military hardware. As far as the M134 goes, we're starting at the end. We've got our flash hider at the end, military style. If you'd like, you could remove that with a couple of bolts that are around the edges. You can undo those bolts and take this thing off, or you could put it back on. Now the front end, as you can see, we've got lights at the end of every barrel. They're sequentially timed, so as the whole carousel rotates, the top one will flash. And we're going to see that in just a minute. Further down, we've got right here is the hook for mounting the ammunition to it. Fits in there pretty simple. Just find a little opening right between two of the rounds, and it hooks right on there like that. Very stable, so you won't have any vibration making anything fall apart. Unhook it just like that. We've got the power cable connected in, get up to a DC power source. I'm going to come over here, hit the main power switch, and hit any one of the two buttons. Now that's balanced, and it's sustaining about 300 RPM. Now the interesting thing is when we get in front of this and we see how those lights work in sequence. Let me set up the camera so you can see that. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so that was the M134 spinning. We can see the lights lining up. On this side of it, we've got the military style identification plate. This is serial number 4230, M134 modified. So there's your gun. Now let's take a look at some of the accessories. Each power cable is about 10 feet long. There's a red wire and a black wire on each. It connects to a vehicle, red wire positive, black wire negative. If you get those reversed, it's absolutely fine. There won't be any difference in the operation of the gun. Now this big scary looking beast is actually the vehicle mount system for it. On the bottom of the gun you're going to see like a channel with a hole through it. That's going to exactly mate onto this, and the holes line up to give you the full up and down rotation. The whole base swivels left and right, so that gives you almost a universal access to kill any of the bad guys. Now what you can see on each of the 3 feet is I've got bagged and wrapped up the big 3-inch magnets. They're neodymium magnets, so they're going to stick to anything. We've wrapped all of them up, and we did that as soon as we took the magnets out of the wrapper from our supplier. We put them on the base and then we wrap them up, and that prevents any debris from getting on there during shipment or when you're setting the whole thing up. That way you're not getting debris between the magnets and your vehicle. We're not going to scratch up your vehicle. So the easy way to mount this one in, we're going to use the pin, and I just pulled that off the upright pedestal. Line this thing up so there's a little squeezed in part this way. Line that up so the gun exactly drops right into it, just like that. Just like that. And then you take the pin, put the pin into one or two of the holes, and it's going to lock it in. The gun will then rotate, and you can go up and down with it. Be a little more room once you get the pin put in there, but you can see this gives you full rotation. Now let's take a look at the upright pedestal. The upright pedestal is very similar. We've got a steel base, we've got a rubber wrapped upright to it, and we've got a steel pin that locks right in to keep the height. Now if you take the pin out, the whole thing is height adjustable, and we've got set holes along the whole inner tube. Just lift it up, set the pin into the height that you need. As far as mounting the gun to it, that's also very simple. Same as the mobile system. You've got two points here with a hole that runs through it. Just put the gun drops down over it, and the pin goes right through it. Now with the base secured to a vehicle or maybe a porch deck or something like that, the whole thing rotates, and it rides on the one pin that goes through it here. That'll give you a 360, and with the pin through the top, that gives you the up and down. Now keep in mind, with both of the pedestals, you're still running on a power cord, so you don't want to wrap that power cord around 400 or 500 times, and then you're going to damage the gun or the power cord. So just keep that in mind. Of course, this is all waterproof. Everything we have here is aluminum. The steel down the bottom is powder coated black, so you're not going to have any problem with rust or anything like that. I'm including 2 pins for the mounting pedestals. These are standard 1/4 inch pins, so if you lose these, you can get replacement pins at any hardware store. So the whole package is here. We've got the M134 modified for the flashing barrel, for the flash hider, for the onboard noise maker, and you can hear that as the mechanical noise when we were running the lights. We've got 2 separate power cords. We've got one mounting system for a vehicle, another mounting system for a deck, 36 inches of fully inert, fully drilled out, every piece of it, completely harmless ammunition. We've got 2 pins. That's the whole package. We're going to put this thing into a box, or probably 2 boxes tonight. We're going to get that out to you tomorrow. If you have any questions, please hit me up. My card is going to be at the end of this video. Of course, everything we make comes with the 30-day money-back guarantee. If you don't like the color of this thing, or you don't like the way it looks, that's fine, send it back. I don't need an explanation. Just say, hey, I'm not happy with this, and I'm going to refund all of your purchase price. If you want any modifications of this, we can do that. There's still a few more secret things I haven't put into an M134 modified yet. We have a few other little features that we're going to roll out this week as a premiere. So, Mr. Rogers, if you have any questions, please let me know. Until then, have a good day.